This is Daily Truths for Living with Bishop Dr. Mark S. Harewood of Light Ministries International.
Message to you to stay on course. Stay on course. And I'm going to base my message on Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1, just the latter part of it, the last sentence of it. But I'm going to read the whole verse right now. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up. And here's the focus of my message this morning. And let us, after we throw off all those things, let us run with endurance the race God has set before us. In this verse, believers and even those who are not believers who are listening to me today, it urges us to run with endurance. Another word for endurance, in your other versions, you would see the word patience. So let us run with patience or endurance the race that God had set before us. Today, it's not a heavy heart, but a concerned heart, I want to talk to you about running the race Jesus has set before you. I want to encourage you to stay on course, because as we look around, we recognize, and this is the reality, that many believers are on the fence. Many believers are not as concerned as they should be about what is happening in the world, not concerned about the fact that we are indeed in the last days. But this verse declares that Jesus, not your pastor, your leaders, or your church, Jesus has set a pre-appointed course for your race in this life. I want to encourage every believer this morning, in the midst of these challenging and difficult times we live in, to stay on course. In other words, keep running. And I want us to hear me this morning, because there are so many things on a daily basis, sometimes by the hour, that always seek to steal our joy because of maybe how we think life should go for us. Maybe because we feel that we have been serving God faithfully for 20 years, so we deserve something more. Maybe it's because there are issues from our past that keep continually to be messing up our present reality. And what these things can do is cause us to take our eyes off of Jesus and place them on the problem or the problems. I want to say to you this morning that as we seek, if that is your intention, if you will hear what I'm saying this morning and be obedient, but if you seek to stay on course, I want you to recognize that, believers, we are not smart enough to figure out our own course by ourselves. I want to say this to you again, because many of you are trying on your own strength. We are not smart enough to chart out a course for ourselves. I don't care how self-reliant you feel or think you are. I don't care how systematic or intelligent you are. I want to let you know with all the love in my heart that you, neither am I, are we smart enough to chart out no course for ourselves.
Stay tuned for another episode of Daily Truths for Living with Bishop Dr. Mark S. Harewood. God bless you.